Hi, my name is Dawson. I'm an interior writer, blogger and workshop presenter, and together with my friend Bianca Hall, we co-host together, season 3 of Revamp Restyle Reveal. We also take part, and I am this season doing my family bathroom, and we've just reached the end of week 1. So I'm going to give you a little update on what I've been doing. One of the things I have to admit that I found quite difficult so far with this revamp is that I can't do it myself. It has to be done by builders because it's not something, it's a job that has to be done by professionals. So far this week, I haven't really had much involvement apart from basically making cups of tea and ordering stuff. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll be able to get more into it. But I'm going to show you what I've done so far, or what has happened so far. Roll and stroll has been an absolute benefit and a bonus in my house this week because the entire bathroom suite has come out, gone, and all the tiles, everything has been removed. So this is what has been done so far. So I'm going to start at this end. So this is previously where the bath was, and what they've done this week is they have taken everything out, pulled up the floor, which was a major issue. I'll talk about that in a minute. And they have built walls. Let me just pull back the door. They have built a wall, which will basically be the wet room. Let's start here, which was where the bath was. So they've plasterboarded all the walls, and they've created a false wall here at the back. And what that does is that hides all the shower stuff. There's going to be a really gorgeous shower going in there from our sponsor Soak.com. All the bathroom equipment in here comes from Soak.com. So they've got all the first fix plumbing. God, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. First fix plumbing has gone in, and they've built this wall here out of plywood and wood. And what they're going to put in here, you've probably seen this on Pinterest, which is where I found it, is they're going to put a separately tiled area, which we can put like toiletries and all that kind of stuff on. So it's going to be really exciting. There is the shower tray. So what they're going to be doing next week is plastering the whole thing basically, but that will be the wet room. There'll be a step there that will go out onto the floor, obviously, and this here, there'll be a radiator. Moving on to where the toilet will be, that's going here. So the toilet was previously there, and there was a sink, so that's all been pulled out. There will be a radiator now. So again, what they've done here, because it's a wall hung toilet, is they've created a wall which needs to be plastered, and it needs to put plasterboard on it and then plastered. And then here, there's going to be a shelf. And there's going to be another shelf there, and there's going to be another shelf there, which will take it up to there. So that's going to be really good for putting plants on and making it. So the main change at this end of the room is that this was a massive airing cupboard. Also, it appeared that the ceiling went even higher than we anticipated. So they've had to reboard that up, but it's still a super high space. So this has been taken out. In here, there's going to be a vanity unit that goes the whole way across. So I'm just going to pick up some local kitchen cupboards from the local hardware place to go there, and the builders are going to cut them down to size and raise them off the floor. I am going to put a vanity top on the top of that, which I currently have not sourced. I need to find a local stone mason to be able to do that for me, and then the 2 bowls from Soak will go on the top of that. And then all of this wall is going to be tiled. There's going to be beautiful gold mirrors from West Elm either side, and you can see already that the electrician has been, and he's put in where the lights from David Hunt Lighting are going to go. I think it's going to look really great when it's done. The plumber we're going with wall mounted taps. So the plumber has put, well, that one's hidden, but the plumber has put the wall mounted taps in underneath the false wall. So it's kind of encountered a few issues along the way. The first one here is this wall here, which is the external wall. It's had to be unibonded because there was a lot of damp coming through due to outside there is a drainage problem, which I'm going to have fixed. Otherwise it will just come through the wall once it's all done, which is hopeless. So that's also being fixed next week. Gosh, bathrooms are such a massive job. So that's been unibonded, but the actual, possibly the most important thing that has gone wrong with this build is the floor, which is completely and totally uneven, which is obviously, when you've got a wet room, it's just no good at all. So there were 4 layers of plywood, which all have been ripped up. You can see actually here the difference in the floor height, which is something like well over 2 inches. So what they've done, once they've plastered it, they're going to have to totally reboard all the floor, which is not. So Christian, the electrician, has been. He's taken out the extractor fan and we're replacing it above the shower here with a very clever extraction fan that looks exactly like a light. Very impressive. That comes from soap.com as well. And another thing that he's done, which is amazing, is he has put in a sensor. These are not expensive. Apparently they're about 30 quid, but basically they're just managed from outside on the wall on a normal switch. But when you walk in, they're set that they come on, and when you walk out, they go off, which is great for my children because they basically just leave the light on all the time. So that's what's happened this week. Next week, they're going to be basically plastering the whole thing and getting it all ready for week 3 when the tiling can start. And there's a lot of tiling, at least 5 days work. So that's my update.